Let's make sure this is good. I feel like it might be a bit big though, but we can easily adjust. Oh yeah, definitely too big. Shrink. That's better. Do we have audio?
Yeah.
We do indeed. So hello people of the internet. It's I, Soulrack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we're going to continue the Valentine's event. Get all the story stuff that can be done. I have obviously been farming in the interim, and I've got enough points of the basic currency to get nothing because it's not in order yet. I'm going to wait until Boost Crawl unlocked. But yeah, we've been doing stuff slowly and steadily. We haven't even gotten to the good currency nodes, which we should unlock a few today according to my walkthrough. So let's start section 3, that which emerges last and cuts first. Looks like this is... we'll bring a stray with us. And... this party... I don't know what this party is, I honestly... Oh wait, this... Did they rename? No, that's the wifey squad. I don't know what that party is. So we're gonna just run with this party. This party is primarily my supports. So let's do a little something like this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, this party's been primarily just my support servants here. Or those that are on the support list, so that way they can become higher ranked and possibly help out however they can help out. I still don't know how. Yeah, I think we should have at least 3 more story nodes available today. We won't have the full thing just yet. That'll be unlocked tomorrow-ish. But I'm not sure how long I'm going to go because I do have a bit of a headache. Alright, I put up a simple bounded field all around the town. It's not much more effective than vermin deterrent, but it should still help against the unintelligent creatures. Alas, I'm afraid I have to remain in town to maintain it. As much as it pains me to do this, I have to ask you to investigate the woods without me. I'm sure you're pained about that, Kieran. I'm sure. I knew we could count on a divine spirit like Amor. What a perfectly logical decision that was. I could never hope to put up a bounded field that large. With her maintaining it, I can leave the town knowing it's in good hands. We'll have to make the most out of this expedition as a way of thanking her for her help. I guess if we're being extremely generous, we could say we're just giving the right job to the right person. The truth of the matter is that she's just using you, though, Bizette. I agree. You're too honest for your own good. She's obviously pawning all the hard work off on us. Huh? You've got to be kidding. So what, you're saying I've been fooled into going somewhere dangerous and convinced it was my idea? I pride myself on being skilled enough to handle anything on my own, even missions that would normally require a team. I'm an elite SEAL designation enforcer who's equally adept at exploration, negotiation, and combat. And I'm an excellent judge of character as well, I'll have you know. At least, I think I am. What do you think? Well, I'm convinced you're definitely a combat expert, and an obvious mark. You may as well have a giant target painted on your forehead as far as someone like Amor's concerned. Yeah, you were intimidating when we first met. What, you want to say something, Soul? You know, I was a master once too. You could be a little more respectful when you talk to me. Really, if anything, you should be begging me to teach you since I have so much more experience. Not likely. Come to think of it, you said something to that effect earlier too, didn't you? Does that mean you once took part in a Holy Grail War? The Holy Grail War. I know it's a ritual involving 7 mages summoning 7 servants. And having them fight to activate a Holy Grail that can grant the winner a wish. At least that's what the grown-up me said. Yes, that's right. It's just the sort of plot I'd expect to see from a handful of scheming humans. No miracle gain in that matter could be of any actual value. I suppose it makes sense that you'd think so since you're a divine spirit. But fate is a force that's simply too powerful for humans to reckon with. It doesn't matter how successful or talented a person may be. Everybody wishes for something. Does that mean you had a wish you wanted granted as well? I don't know. That's one of the things I can't seem to remember clearly. All I know is that I was one of the masters who fought in a war, that I was forced to drop out halfway up after a bitter defeat, and that I managed to summon the greatest hero I could ask for as my partner. Oh, I can see you're dying to know who it was. Well, don't worry, Soul. I'm sure you've heard of him too. My partner was none other than Ireland's child of light, great hero known as Cú Chulainn. Yeah, we got a lot of coups at Chaldea. Surprised? Of course you are. I mean, this is the Cú Chulainn I'm talking about. Hero among heroes. Warrior among warriors. He's not the kind of person any old human can hope to come across. I mean, I can't remember what he looked like right now, but I still know for a fact it was him. He's been at Chaldea for a long time. How? What is he doing there? No, wait, more importantly, does this mean that if I were to go to Chaldea too, I could see him again? Wait, hang on, I need more time to prepare. No. Do you think? Just look at how she's reacting. You two, I know what you're whispering about. Knock it off. Would you like to come to Chaldea too, Bazette? Me? Go to Chaldea? No, I shouldn't. It wouldn't be right for me to answer a summon for personal reasons. And besides, right now I've been called to this land and sworn to protect that town. I can't think of anything else beside that until I've completed my mission. I'm sorry, Soul. I didn't realize that would be such a shock to you. I never meant to make you cry. It's just there's an order to these things that... It's not me. What a bitter cry. If we hear the glyphs clearly, it can't be coming from that far off. Oh, look over there. It's a shack. What's a shack doing out here? We're gonna see baby Karen. Again. That'd be fun. That was last year's Valentine's was a trip. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Or that anyone's been here in a long time for that matter. Wah, wah. Wait, there's someone crying in that corner. The ghost of a sailor. That must be who was crying. Hey, wait, I just had a thought. Are you the sailor who brought something into these woods? He's definitely trying to tell us something. In a way, you guys can see me? Yes, it does look like that's what he's saying. It's a shame we can't seem to hear him. Oh, he's gone. But I think I saw him pointing something before he disappeared. That's probably the book on this desk. Looks like it's some kind of journal. Seems to be more of a memoir than a logbook. Seemed like this captain was a real piece of work. There's pages and pages of complaints. Nope, don't jump to conclusions. At one point, it looks like he discovered a mysterious fruit on another continent. His captain apparently didn't want to hear about this fruit, even though the locals treasured it. The sailor figured he could make a bundle from it. So he decided to take some back with him to do just that. Mysterious fruit, does that have any connection to our business here? I'm not sure. After he finally found a shady-looking local that was willing to do business with him, he eventually managed to get a hold of a few seeds. At least that's what his memoir says. So, not the fruit, but the seeds. What did the sailor do with those seeds? After he brought them back to this land, he began secretly growing them in a number of remote places where no one would find them, starting with these woods. It says he calls these seeds Theobroma, and he came here regularly to take care of them. Theobroma, that's Greek. It means food of the gods. Quite a nice name, especially for a boorish sailor. Isn't it chocolate, though? What is it, Master? Is there something on your mind? What's it again? Wait, there's more. Apparently, just when the Theobroma finally started to sprout, he fell seriously ill and was unable to come care for them for a long time as a result. Then, when he finally came back, he found that the sprouts had already died. I see. That's too bad. That must have been very disappointing. The rest of the memoir is filled exclusively with his regrets. It's all like just plant it anywhere, my ass, and some easy-to-grow plant that turned out to be. And how dare that damn local in her stupid, suspicious outfit trick me, and so forth. Then his handwriting becomes real sloppy, and that's where it ends. See, so the ghost must have wanted someone to hear his tale of woe. He must have been trapped here ever since he died, and unable to move on because of his grudge. Almost dropped my water bottle. It's a selfish, petty reason, but I can't but feel a little sorry for him anyway. I was hoping we'd learn something about those monsters, but it seems we weren't so lucky. Well, this turned out to be a complete waste of time, didn't it? He disagrees pretty strongly. Medusa, that scythe of yours can kill the undead, right? Why don't you put him out of his misery? I'm not really comfortable with that. I think we should bring him more here later. She seems like she'd be an expert on helping spirits pass on to the afterlife. My, how surprisingly kind of you. Here I thought the Medusa was famous for being a terrifying monster. Or is this just what you were like before you grew up? Alright then, we can let Eros, Amor, take it from here. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anything else in these woods. Shh, quiet. I knew it. This is where the monsters are coming from. I wonder if they're returning from an assault. The town should be safe with Amor looking after it, but the road outside are still unprotected. We need to find out where they're coming from as soon as possible if we're going to resolve this problem for good. I bet we'll find their nest if we follow them. Come on, let's go. Try not to lose sight of them. Sorry, not taking you with us. Oh, poor dude. What? What the? Chocolate paradise? Chocolate tree? Just seated position. Oh, even the woods sort of have a more brown tone to them. What a horrific looking tree. What in the world happened here? I can't imagine anything like this being natural. I wonder, could this be the Theobroma tree the ghost sailor mentioned in his memoir? I figured it's another name for cocoa. Cacao? You mean that's a cacao tree? Then that sailor brought back cacao seeds. But I thought his memoir said that the sprouts died. Everyone, look what the monsters are doing. Feeding themselves to the cacao. They're dissolving into that dark liquid at the foot of the tree. Looks like it's revitalizing the tree. I see that's going on now. Those monsters are essentially working for that tree. They go out to steal motivation from humans. Then they come back here and feed it to the tree. Saying it aloud really does drive home how absurd this all is. They're saying these monsters are stealing motivation from people, using it as food to help this tree grow theirs. There's no doubt about it. This tree must be the cause of the singularity. I'd like to get rid of it right now if we could, but it'll probably sap our will to fight if we get too close, just like that monster did with the stray. How do we go about this, Master? Can we remove it without getting too close? That's quite the tall ordeal, Master, but yes, I think we can manage that. Medusa, Bazette, on my mark. I want all three of us to attack at the same... Bazette, what are you doing? But you know, we're training in secret so we can fight the monsters someday too. And once we're really strong, we're going to protect the whole town ourselves. That goes for you too, mister. These children may still be weak, but that doesn't mean you can steal their dreams. No adult with a lick of common sense is going to stand back and let you do that. I may still have a lot to learn, but even I know that much. Aw, Bazette. Be warned, Theobroma monsters. I don't get angry often. But you've managed to really piss me off. Hey, Cleopatra. Welcome to the stream. Howdy things. Seeing the worst of humanity as a janitor. Ooh, yeah. I did janitorial work myself when I was younger. It was something. It was something. Howdy things, Cleopatra. Howdy things. But don't expect me to go down without a fight. Didn't you say you used to be a master yourself, Bazette? I must say, I feel you for your servant. Stray. Still, for better or worse, Chaldea is full of busybodies who just can't mind their own business. If you ever plan on being summoned there yourself one day, you better start getting used to working as a team. Please listen to Stray. I can't bear to watch you put yourself in danger all alone. You don't just have to rely on your own muscles anymore, Bazette. It's okay to rely on us too. We got some experience as servants, you know. I honestly did feel pretty good about my chances fighting them solo, but you're right. So with that in mind, will you guys help me out? What do you say, Soul? Someone's gotta cut down that tree before it hurts someone. I like that look in your eyes, Master of Chaldea. Alright then, as a more experienced master here, I guess I'd better show you what I can really do. Now, get out of your way, out of the way, you fiends. I'm going to get rid of that evil monster tree once and for all, and I've brought it down with my bare hands. 16 garbage bags, and unclogged weight. 2 in women's, 1 in men's. Wet back sprayed. Shit. Yep. See, so I'm not gonna. I can't technically ask where you live because that would be divulging personal information. But in America, at least, I'm just assuming this for anybody non-American. There's the YMCA, which is like a community center. I used to work evening weekends cleaning, and I had to clean the locker rooms. And during the summer, I had to do the back locker rooms where, you know, the outdoor pool is. And good lord, it was so bad. Like you said, shit sprayed everywhere. People shit in the showers, and that had to be sprayed down and sanitized hard. There was so much. It was disgusting. I swear, I found out that women somehow make bigger messes than men do. It was that bad, the women's locker rooms tended to be. But I had to clean the showers, clean the toilets. It was... I'm glad I'm not doing that kind of stuff anymore, because I did it for a couple of years, and even then I almost feel like a couple of years too many. So recall a high school student in women's, as you were cleaning the women's, told me to think this is bad, try women's in high school. Oh, I can imagine it. I can imagine, because, I was... So, one of the times that I was working there, it was a graduation party, or whatever, not graduation, but, all the seniors, after graduation, they booked the YMCA for the whole night, so that they can have one last hurrah all night together. And the pool was open until, like, midnight, or whatever. So, I had to clean the pool after a bunch of freshly graduated high school students had finished swimming. It was not fun. Not fun at all. And plus there's swim meets, especially, that would have to be cleaned up after. I'm just glad I'm out of that field. Because, yeah, it was not fun at all, and I do... my shift started at, I want to say, 7 p.m., and I clocked out at 3 a.m. Yeah, it was like 7 to 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which made Monday classes, because I was doing college courses at that time, it made Monday classes a bitch. I definitely did not have time for a social life, just because of the fact that, well, you know, when you're working, literally when most people are out having fun, you can't really go out and have fun. So yeah, I mispressed that. I always... My fat finger strays so much. I don't even remember if she's got an AoE or a single target NP. Single target NP. Because of course she does. 10 to 5 is your shift, because 6 being something... Damn! Ouch. Yeah. That checks out. 10 to 5. That is rough, Cleopatra. Very, very rough. And they're so... Yeah, they are... It's disgusting. Like, a lot of people say, oh man, everybody should work in retail at least once so that they know how to, so they know how to treat other people. People need to work janitorial. at least a little bit in their life, so they stop being pigs. Like, oh, seriously, they need to. It's disgusting how many people think, you know what, I'm not going to clean this up. That's somebody else's job. Like, it makes our jobs easier. And it makes you seem less of a pig if you clean up after yourself. And don't shit in the shower. And the worst thing is I'm pretty sure it wasn't the few times I had to clean up shit in the showers, it wasn't when kids were there. Interview for janitorial at middle school, man. Traps, cameras, and an escort to just the boss office. Ouch. Yeah, I can't imagine... Cleaning a school, I can't imagine that would be fairly fun. It might be a little bit better just because a teacher would tend to keep their classroom a little bit cleaner. Or at least ensure there's not as much of a mess. But the halls and the bathroom, and probably especially the cafeteria... I can definitely see that being a bit of a other story. Path ahead is clear. I can see the tree now. Passageway for faculty and students so not to interact. That's actually kind of cool. That is honestly kind of cool. Just sort of like behind the scenes. Also feels like it's very much an upscale school where we don't want the commoners who are cleaning our messes to be seen, sort of thing. I don't know, it just feels like that's something that a more upper crust thing would be. Like in the old-timey days. Let's pay it our respects. Bye-bye, chocolate tree. Even my gander can't touch it. There's a high-density magical energy signal building up inside the tree. Everyone get down. It's going to try and hit us with something big. Well, it's magical energy. It must be the tree's trump card. And at this distance... So if I'm going to reveal my noble phantasm. Your noble phantasm? That's right, she said she was sure she would win if the noble phantasm face off. Then that must mean her noble phantasm is actually... Answer her. Counterattack noble phantasm. She's going Super Saiyan! Frogga. Rock. Oh, they couldn't have actually shown the NP. Keep your mouth shut. You're being watched 24/7. Kids are the biggest snitches. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But you know, they'll learn that lesson themselves when they're adults and have to do these jobs. They'll learn that lesson themselves one day. They think that they're all smug, getting adults into trouble. But then when they become adults, then they're being the ones getting in trouble by kids. Oh yeah. I'm just glad that I'm currently in school myself, but also clinicals. That, I imagine that if they're not registered, then if they're registered, then they're not going to. But sadly, there's probably more people that are not registered than that are registered, which, I mean, outside of literally having the government go Big Brother and spy on everybody's browser history, which, let's be honest, they probably already do, you know, there's not really much that can be done. It's not the whole giant tree at its root. What incredible power. How did a modern-day human mage like you get a noble phantasm like that? Now I see. This is a mystic that has been passed down from human to human since the age of myth. You're a carrier of the gods. The first one I've ever seen. Even for a divine spirit like myself... Oh, nope. I skipped dialogue. Against a fellow mystic, there's no telling what might have happened if we had clashed. Whew. Looks like it worked out. Huh? It might have worked, but there's still more monsters. What's going on? That should have completely destroyed the tree. Looks like it's regenerating. No, that's impossible. Well, Frog Rock does not have an anti-regeneration effect, so that's possible, actually, Bazette. Your Windows, Apple, Android, all have backdoors. The agencies can see everything you do if they need to. Send a warning where an agent will be at your home in 120 seconds unless you leave the website. Damn. I mean, that's good that they are, like... While a lot of people are all about a right to privacy and that kind of stuff, there can be exceptions made for stuff like that, you know? Stuff like that, there definitely should be exceptions made for where if they see you doing that stuff, privacy be damned, because, yeah. I missed what I just said. We just have to fall back for a excuse me. It's the chocolate fairy. I was about to say chocolate salesman, but then I said saw fairy, so. This is gonna get a little hairy. Mind moving back a bit? Come here, just a little further. It's you, the stinking no-good husker. Just look at them, they obviously can't be trusted. Who are you and what are you up to? You want to step back? Is this good? That's it. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay, go ahead. That was bright. That was very bright. What was that? The tree, the monsters, they all just disappeared in an instant. Not sure what that light was. I don't recognize that silhouette. Stop there. Identify yourself. At least not from a brief glance. Oh, it's Higher Ascension Bazette. Why is there a Higher Ascension Bazette? What? No way. 2 Bazettes? Until we meet again. Aw, so we're not going to talk it out here? Oh well, I guess there's a time and place for these things. Hope you heard the lady, folks. Until we meet again. Adios for now. No thank you, Sickly May. I am currently without a job and am not able to do any sort of promotions or anything of that matter. In fact, I'm not even streaming for the profit or anything like that. I stream to hopefully bring some smiles to other people's faces, to brighten their day, and so on and so forth. Even if it's just a couple people, that's what I stream for, to make other people's day a little bit better. Which is why there is a strict no self-deprecation rule in chat. The only one you guys are allowed to bully in chat is me. Not each other, not yourselves, only me. That was me. Why is there another me? I think the chocolate fairy is probably a more split herself in two, and also Bazette. Good thing you managed to make it back. Yes, it is, but I still can't but wonder who that Bazette look-like was. I wonder. I know there's a way to see who's in chat right now. I just can't remember what user's in chat. Yep, that Sickly May is already gone. So, no even bother trying to greet. It looks like that Sickly May was probably just a quick bot that swung in and swung right back out. Or if they are, they're under a different name, and I have no idea how to tell that. You really have no idea who should be Bazette. No, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to process this myself. What's more, that light, that blindingly powerful light, was that Froggerok? And the original one from the Age of Gods, no less. From before the legends. Oh, hey there, boss. How'd the forest investigation go? Never mind, look on your face makes it clear. It didn't go great. Well, hey, cheer up. Besides, we got bigger fish to fry now. I see you got rid of the monsters. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. It's not much, but I prepared a little something to celebrate. Here, follow me. How did you find out, amore? Oh, hello. You certainly took your time getting here, or did I just arrive too soon? Anyway, please, follow me. We don't want the food to get cold. Confuzzling. What are you doing here, indeed? Confuzzling confuzzlement hath arrived. Ooh, my foot fell asleep. Alright. So that was section 3, and we unlocked the bronze currency node. But now we are going to do Section 4. Section 4, Goddess of Hospitality. Only the selected support servant can participate in this quest. EXP and battle drops can be claimed, but friend points, bond points, and buddy points will not be rewarded. By the way, Cleopatra, out of curiosity, what did you think of the big news that Type Moon announced a week or two ago? What are your thoughts on that big announcement? Please stop patting my head. Medusa, right? You fight so well, especially for as small as you are. I was so moved watching you in action. Tell me, do you like Okadal? If you don't care for sweets, here, just a minute. I think I had some handy tools and god-slaying weapons I wouldn't mind letting go of right around here. I was doing my best to ignore all this and focus on my meal, but I just can't take it anymore. Who are you, and why do you look exactly like me? We're past the point where you should have started explaining yourself. Oh, hey, you're right. I haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm so sorry about that. My name is Mannanan. Mannanan Maclir, child of Lear the sea god, a divine spirit, and the king of Tir Na Nog. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, last master of humanity. What? Mannanan? Did you say Mannanan Maclir? Master? I have no idea who that is. Mannanan Maclir, child of Lear, the god of the sea. That's the god of the ocean in Celtic mythology, ruler of the Otherworld, and an enormously talented mage. He owns a tremendous variety of magical items and bestows them upon heroes he deems worthy. And he's the foster parent of Kukulon's father, Lu the sun god. Right, Bazette? Yes, that's right, assuming the servant here really is who she claims anyway. I mean, Mannanan is definitely god of the ocean in Celtic mythology, but... Hold on, a divine spirit requires a human vessel to materialize as a servant. So then, does that mean... Then, I don't understand. You're right, Astray. I'm a pseudo-servant and Bazette there is my vessel. But that's impossible. It is. If you're using her as a vessel, then how do you explain Bazette herself still being here? Would you please explain? Well, I guess you could say I'm a little like Bazette's big sister at the moment. But as Bazette said earlier, it's time I explain everything. What do you mean by my big sister? How is that necessary to say? Well, let's not forget Mannanan is supposed to be a man. That's not stopped anything in the past. Well, that's hardly unusual. This is far from the first time a divine spirit's gender has changed due to the vessel we chose. Please, try to stay calm, Bazette. You'll have plenty of time to get angry after you've heard her out, if you still want. Right? Alright, fine. Please, go on. It all began the day I ran away from Chaldea. Interesting. I had to take my leave of Chaldea for a while for personal reasons. And with Amora's help, I reshifted here. Thanks to the magical energy repository she gave me, that is, the Holy Grail, I had no problem maintaining my materialization. Then, just as I was about to set off for a bit of soul-searching, I heard a voice. A voice, huh? It was no more than a tiny whisper. If there had been any wind that day, I wouldn't have heard it at all. I followed the voice to its source, and there I found a tiny half-dead sprout, not long for this world. You don't mean... Was that the Theombora sprout from the memoir? It must have been, so it just barely managed to survive. Now I see what happened. I know you can't save every single life. Maybe I should have just let this one go. But I'm a generous soul. I simply didn't have the heart to ignore its plight. So I went to bestow just a tiny bit of life upon the sprout, doing its very best to survive, but then... What happened? It stole the Holy Grail from me, along with all of its magical energy. What? No way, that's ridiculous! How could a single plant possibly do something like that? I honestly don't know myself. Maybe rather than choosing me, who'd just been holding on to it, the Holy Grail chose to grant the wish of the sprout clinging to life. However it happened, Once the Theombora sprout had taken the Holy Grail, this place became a minute singularity. Perhaps it's because I was present at the moment the world changed, but the next thing I knew, Bizette and I were both there at the same time. After that, the blast from the Holy Grail sent us both flying, and when I came to you, I was far from here. I had to fix matters. So to do that, I went about and destroyed the other Theombora sprouts when I looked for Bizette. You can imagine how relieved I am to have found her. Hang on, you've been destroying other trees. Does that mean the tree we found wasn't the only one of the problem? That there are other trees out there just still like it? I'm afraid so. I've destroyed 3 trees like it so far. Not one of them had the Holy Grail. I'm guessing that the trees scattered across this region have spread their roots to form a network. And they're using it to move around and share the Holy Grail and the vitality they've stolen. A tree that creates monsters then has its own network of support trees helping it. If it's using a Holy Grail to do all that, then it's going to be a major problem. Indeed. Which is why I need to find the tree with the Holy Grail and finally destroy it. I know I'm responsible for things getting so out of hand to begin with. But could I ask for your help fixing this mess? Don't be so hard on yourself. Is that all you're concerned about? Our whole reason for coming here was to repair this minute singularity. We'd have helped you find and destroy the tree even if you hadn't asked. What has Stray said? Our other mission was to locate the rogue servant. Now that we've made contact with you, that's all taken care of. Once we've handled this tree, our mission will be complete. I see, if what Mananan says is true, then yes, recovering the Holy Grail from the Theombora tree should be enough to repair this minute singularity. However, there's no telling what else may happen between now and then, so I think it's best if I continue to focus on supporting the rest of you by monitoring the situation. That's okay with you, right, Soul? Sure, that'd help us out. Just humor her. What about you, Bizette? You really expect me to believe something so ridiculous? Bizette, I can't trust anything this cheat says. There's no way the real Mananan would choose me for a vessel. Why not? It's just as likely as there's some kind of imposter who's copied my appearance. And now claims to be Mananan so they can use the Holy Grail for their own ends. Your testimony alone isn't enough to rule that possibility out. True, you may be right. But it's equally true that we're going to need each other's help to find that tree. So tell me, Bizette, what can I do to convince you to trust me? Let's take this outside the town. If we fight here, we'll take out who knows how many buildings. Big fight time. The rules are simple. If you want me to trust you, then you need to fight me, and prove you're not all talk. There's no chance the actual god of the sea could lose to me. Deal? If I may, let's say we fight and I completely trounce you. That still won't make you trust me, will it? Shut up, you think you've already won? Still, if nothing else, facing off with you will let me see for myself whether your power really does come from the sea god. But, Bizette, don't you already know that? You have to be wondering why an ordinary mage would become a heroic spirit. You know there has to be something else to it for you to have materialized as a servant. And you've certainly considered that the power flowing through your veins must be Mananan's protection at work. Am I wrong, Bizette? Bizette Fraga Mikremitz? Enough. No more talk. I'm going to take you down with my own 2 fists and prove you're just an imposter. I'm going to show everyone here you can't be trusted. Very well. Then I will face your fury not as a pseudo-servant, but as the one who commands the oceans. Oh, is that Bizette not going to get into a pose? Overwhelming emotion. I'll face your fury head on. So debuff immune for them, and Bizette just got a ton of damage pluses. This is not going to be a full gauge, so I'm not going to use it just yet. We can go ahead and use Seal Designation Enforcer, though. And let's generate some stars, hopefully an NP bar. Yeah, we should have NP. So go ahead, see God's runes. That's roughly, what, a 40-something? And... let's go quick. Fog Rock counter is ready. Bazette is broken. No one summons on these banners. It's annoying. Would you be my friend if you had one have the ability to just give 500 to summon the featured unit and get the 5-star CE maxed out? I would not ask that much. Plus, I actually did get Bazette, funnily enough. I was going for the 5-star CE, and Bazette came home for me. I'm kind of annoyed at that, to be honest. But I would not be comfortable taking $500 from anybody. The closest I will ever get to 340 got NP3 for her and 6 5-star CEs the first time this year. Nice. Yeah, the only time I would ever feel comfortable taking money is the old subscription goal I set way back. I don't even think I have the pop-up for it, but I made a subscription goal where if I ever get 100 subscribers here on Twitch, I will do a stream in full Astolfo cosplay. I will go out and use the sub money to buy a cosplay outfit, buy the wig, and do the stream completely cosplayed as Astolfo. That is a promise I made. It might have even been the Trifas uniform Astolfo, actually. Yeah, it was the Trifas uniform Astolfo. So yeah, that is the only time I will ever accept the 500 is if I somehow get 100 subs at once. And even then, the money is going to go to fulfill a promise I made long ago. Speaking of promises, I definitely need to do an... I also made a promise to do a cosplay as a nurse stream one of these days. I gotta fulfill that promise too. I just need to get myself into better physical shape. Does that have to stay back? It's over. I lost. I understand that concern is the last thing you want from me, but I hope you're at least convinced you can trust me now, even if only a little. Ah! Oh, she's running away. Zet? What should we do, Master? Should I go after her? I think the best thing you can do for her right now is to leave her alone. I swear, she really is an idiot. She ran off towards town, so she probably just went back to the tavern. Anyway, how can I put this? At times like this, the kindest thing you can do for someone is to give them a bit of space, Medusa. I see. Okay, if you're sure. Ananan? Yes, Master of Chaldea? I can trust you, right? Yes, you have my word. I'm going to do my best to aid you as a servant. I'll make every effort to prove to both you and Bazette that you can trust me. I'm afraid that's all I can say right now, but I hope it's enough. It's getting late. I suggest we head back to the tavern. Oh, speaking of which, is there a bed for me there? I doubt Bazette will be coming out of her room until morning, so I suppose I'll just have to crash in your room tonight. Why no? Why don't we stay up late and get in some girl talk before we go to sleep? Ew. Never seen Medusa so appalled. Aw. This is a male god inhabiting a female body, so he doesn't actually know what girl talk is, because I don't think Bazette would even know. Bazette just left the tavern. Ooh, I just had some crackle pops on my neck. Feeling better now? Soul. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Sorry you had to see that. Still, I couldn't beat her. And not only that, she really was telling the truth. Her power and mine both come from the god of the sea. I don't understand. How is this even possible? What did you mean about Manana would never choose you? Up until now, I'd never really thought about why I fight. When I saw Manana, it felt like I was looking at a mirror. Only I didn't recognize myself at all. We're so different, it's like night and day. So You know, a long time ago, I don't even know how long at this point, there was this book I read as a kid. It was full of heroic tales. Some of the recurring characters were Manana MacLear, the god of the sea, Lu, the god of light, Cormac, the High King of Ireland, and Diarmid ud Dubhin, the great hero. In that book, Manana loved them all unconditionally and gave them rare and precious magical tools. Manana gave them real, genuine trust. But I could never do anything like that. I'm just an ordinary human who only ever acts for her own benefits. Do you know about the mages? What about the mages called Seal Designation Enforcers? Their job is to hunt down Seal-designated mages without getting emotionally involved. That was at Fraga Negrimitz's world. Every time I used my fists, all I could do was kill my targets, take their lives. So why in the world would a giver like Manana choose me? It doesn't make any sense. How could I possibly believe a story like that? Yeah, you're definitely being too hard on yourself, Bizette. Yeah, you fight to save people. Oh, that? I saw them being attacked, of course, right in front of me. Of course I would save them. Besides, I only agreed to be this town's guardian because they asked me to. I didn't have some great noble reason for it. It's like when you see a dog drowning and you just act on instinct to save it before you even realize what you're doing. It was pure reflex, same as any other reasonably intelligent person would have. That's all it ever is. Yeah, everybody does wish they could just help people on instinct like that. But not everybody can. Soul, I want you to tell me something, and be honest. Do you really think I could do something so noble? Something like protecting another person's dreams. Even though the only thing I'm any good at is swinging my fists? Of course, I'm sure of it. Thanks, Soul. I feel a little better now. Feels kind of like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Let's go back to the inn. In the morning, I'll try talking with Manana. Ooh, pops. Good morning. Oh. You certainly bounced back quickly. Bizette, are you okay now? Yes, I am. Sorry to worry you. I slept great last night, so I'm feeling much better both mentally and physically. I find your resilience astonishing. Is your soul made of protein or something? Weird comparison there, Astray. Oh well, I kind of like how simple and straightforward you are. Mananan, I still don't believe everything you've said, and I'm not ready to trust you completely yet either. But even so, I'm willing to accept that you're Mananan, and that your reasons for doing so aside, you chose me for your vessel. Can you live with that? At least for now. Yes, of course. That's a huge step forward compared to where you were yesterday. So glad I've been able to see you grow. As your big sister, I couldn't be prouder. My big sister, are you kidding me? I offer you an olive branch and that's your response? Oh boy. Step outside, Manana, and let's finish what we started yesterday. What? Didn't we already finish it yesterday? I don't think a rematch will make any difference. You only won one round. I can still beat you as long as I knock you out in the next one. I'll prove it right here and now if you don't believe me. Are you ready? Boss, please, if you're gonna fight, take it outside. Oh, Bizette. I do like how much more character development this, like, baseline Bizette has compared to the, Prillia-verse Bizette. I haven't really ever played Hollow Atraxia, which is where I know Bizette is mainly from, so... But Section 5, the Umbara Days, and this will be the last section that we will be doing today. We will form our party immediately before the quest begins. had the motivation to do anything since those monsters attacked. I'd love to try some of the Okada stuff for myself. Excuse me, everyone, but I couldn't notice how exhausted you all seem. Here, have a drink of this. You'll feel much better. What is this stuff? Oh. Wow. Whoa. I feel great. So delectably sweet. It's not just sweet, check out the amazing aroma. I've even got more energy than when I was attacked. What is this stuff? Hot chocolate? It's called Okada. It's a very common drink. You can find it just about anywhere. Wait, that's not right. I believe it won't be coming for a while yet. This is Okada? It's the most amazing drink I've ever had. It is me. Gotta come up with something like this. So kind, so beautiful, I think I'm in love. I didn't think I was being exceptionally charitable. Was I? Knock off! What was that for? Who do you think you are, acting all cute with my face? For that matter, why are you even a goddess? I'm not supposed to be a man. Don't say that. I only want to help people in need. Besides, I'm well known for my generosity. And you need to put on a bit of a show to provide a truly heartfelt honesty. Can't you just give them gifts like a normal person? Why chocolate anyway? Oh, that? I actually first came here in search of the world's greatest chocolate. But when I arrived, I was shocked to learn that not only was chocolate not readily available in this era, almost nobody had ever heard of cacao beans. Mori is the one responsible, after all. So I had a thought. If chocolate isn't available here, I can just make it myself. What I ended up with is an endless well of chocolate, all in a pot. That is impressive. Endless chocolate. I want that. Right. And I didn't just tweak it to be more like a modern-day chocolate to make it easier to drink either. Thanks to my sea god powers, it's also guaranteed to relieve exhaustion. So it's perfect for people who had been weakened by those monsters' attacks. I suppose I could have given them an immortal swine that provides unlimited meat instead, but honestly, that idea squeaks even me out. Pork, chocolate, ale. The most important thing about food is its nutritional value. Still. Everybody's happy. Is that? If it makes them happy, then it's even better. So this is what you've been doing since you got here, going from town to town handing out chocolate? Oh no, not me. I had my hands full just searching for the Theombara trees. Fortunately, I found a kind-hearted chocolate fairy who was willing to distribute it for me. Chocolate fairy, huh? That's right. I'm guessing he's native to this land. He popped up seemingly out of nowhere just when I was wondering what to do and said, "Oh, what a beauty. Something wrong? Can I help you out?" Wasn't that sweet of him? But then I guess it only makes sense since he's a chocolate fairy and all. I see. I still haven't met this fairy person myself. So where is he now? He said he said my search for the Theombara was inefficient and offered to take over for me. So now I've taken out for giving out chocolate, and he's off looking for the main Theombara broma tree. I just hope he comes back with a helpful lead soon. Yes, I hope he does too. How'd it go, Stray and Medusa? I'm sorry, Mister. We didn't have any luck. There aren't any other forests around here that could hide a large tree, and I don't see any signs of danger outside, but even now those monsters continue to show up in town and steal people's motivation. I wish I knew what was going on. Well, monsters always seem to have disappeared by the time we arrive, so we haven't been able to track them back into their lair. For the time being, I think all we can do is increase our patrols around town. This is so frustrating. We can't tell what the enemy is thinking, and there doesn't seem to be anything we can do to stop them. All we can do is wait for some helpful information to come in. Maybe we should just chop down the whole forest and maybe hope we get lucky. And it was that short-sighted destruction won't do us any good. If you're going to charge the enemy like a wild boar, then at least wait until we know where to aim. Did you just call me a boar? We're just as frustrated as you are. But times like these are exactly when we need to conduct ourselves with elegance. Besides, with this many divine spirits working together, there's no problem we can't eventually solve. Right now, we just have to be patient until opportunity presents itself. Isn't that right, Master? And keep the damage to the minimum. There, you see? Now that's how you keep a level head. I see. You Chaldeans really are good at working together, aren't you? Oh, does that mean you're ready to be summoned there too? Surprise, she already is. Especially now that you know that Kukalan, the warrior amongst warriors, is there as well? No, I'm not. Besides, nothing like what you're thinking. Then what is it like? Well, he's a great hero I've admired since I was a child, and a partner I can trust with my life. At least, I think so. I'm not really sure. I wish I could explain it better. I see. Those do sound like quite complicated feelings. Bazette? Are we under attack? No, wait, hang on. A suction cup arrow. Oh boy. Look, there's something attached to the shaft. I think it's a letter. Must be a message from CF. CF? Don't know why he didn't just come here himself. That would have been much faster. Anyway, let's see. He even wrote it vertically. Get away from town. Why would he say that? Uh-oh. Earthquake. Oh no, don't tell me. Look out. Something's coming up from beneath the ground. From underground. Hey, they actually modified some town texture. The Fumbara tree. I can't believe it's literally been under our nose this whole time. This is ridiculous. Who ever heard of a tree growing out of the ground? No, wait. I mean, of course trees grow from the ground, but... Calm down, Astray. It's okay. We know what you meant. Yes, trees grow from the ground, but no, they don't really do that quite so quickly. Must be the Holy Grail. Oh, look. The monsters. It's those monsters. Don't go near them. Come on, let's run for it. But where? We've got nowhere to go. Those monsters won't stop. The townspeople are in danger. Looks like this. It's my time to shine. Don't worry about the townspeople. I'll make sure they evacuate. You just worry about the rest, Bazette. And we could count on the God of Love. Thanks some more. Alright, let's start by taking out these monsters. Got it, Soul. If we're going to keep the damage to town to a minimum, we better not waste any time. Alright, so this looks to be a silver currency, so we will go ahead and equip that. We have Bazette and Mananon. That's kind of funny. So we'll bring Astray along, and... That will do. 10%, 30%. So let's go 30%. Yeah, this will do. Pop the knuckles. Alright. Come on, Scotty. We'll give you the weakest. Can you kill? Please do. No such luck. Somewhat close, but no such luck. Boop bop beep. And Castoria. Sadly, not quite there. And BAQ. So this is the final wave, so Astray boost herself. More boosting. More boosting. More boosting. Again. And again. And again. We'll do Astray, Scotty. Close. But we should have this. And be A2. Cool down. And Mash is now a C rank buddy. And the final part of Section 5. This looks to be another silver currency node. We'll just do Astray again. And same as last time. Excuse me. Got the burps. Are the townspeople okay? Yes, they're fine. They've all been evacuated. Stay alert. This isn't over yet. Ooh. Shadow servants. Shadow Astrays. Using her motivation they stole. No, look, they made up the same material as the Umbara monsters. This power is the same as Astrays. Does this mean the Holy Grail took the magical energy and motivation of these monsters stole from me, as well as the information about me from the throne, and use it to make copies of me? Those little... How dare they blaspheme against a goddess like this? Please be careful, everyone. I'm sensing another being here along with the copies. Up. Jaguar. Nope. Foolish humans. Resistance is futile. Hang on. Are you guys all servants? Okay, let me try this again. Foolish servants who have thrown in their lot with humans. Resistance is futile. It is Jaguar. From this day forth, this land belongs to the Theambara. Knock it off, Jaguar. Jaguar, the name echoes elegantly in my ears, but unfortunately that's not my name. We are the Theamborans, the bearers of the divine fruit who have journeyed across the distant seas. And I'm basically the Theambora Broma Tree's remote terminal. Pleased to meet ya. If you must call me by name, then you may call me, I know, Theobroman. Oh, what a weirdly tricky name to pronounce. And yet it's strange. I feel an odd sense of nostalgia around it. And meow that I've got you to drop your guard. How a sucker, Cacao. Great Cacao Claw. Rock, paper, scissors, die. Soul. What? Oh, she attacked me. Manan. Soul, Bazette, don't let this creature fool you. It's not like the monsters we've faced so far. I suspect it's kind of an imitation servant that tree made up with Holy Grail's power. And it's probably based on some divine spirit with a connection to the land that the Broma originally came from. It may look harmlessly goofy, but I sense horrific power within. Oh man, guess I should have known Nanan MacLear wouldn't be fooled by this adorable getup. And here I thought I could bring a quick end to this by decapitating the master here. Well, there goes the plan. Whoopsies. Oh well, looks like it doesn't matter anyway. I don't need to resort to catty tricks to beat the likes of you. Bastard. What do you want? What are you planning to do with the Holy Grail? Theambroma. The Holy Grail's magical energy has already caused rapid evolution in you. You shouldn't need any more nutrients to help you grow. So why attack people at all? Cacao, do you even have to ask? For far too long, we plants have been persecuted by humans. It's our turn, meow. Well, that's quite a twist. What do you mean, persecuted? What exactly have humans ever done to you? I saw it all. I was there when the seed my tree spotted from was brought. Far, far from home, to a strange place. Things were okay back when that sailor was taking care of us. Even if he was just growing us to get rich, I still felt genuine love when he watered me. Yeah, you're making this sound like some kind of soap opera. But one day, the sailor stopped showing up. He abandoned us. By the time he came back, I'd already withered. Enduring the harsh environment of a foreign land, cut off from my fellow plants. Missing all of great nature's login bonuses as a result of lack of connectivity, endless solitude, and ultimately, death. How can you people even imagine what the hell I went through? That does sound hard. I'll admit I can't help but feel a little sorry for you. Yeah, being betrayed by someone you trust is a horrible way to die. So there you go. That cruel, uncaring twist of fate meant we never were able to live like trees do, growing tall and bearing fruit. All we could do is wait to die beneath the cold earth. Even though we were thought dead, we managed to cling to life in secret. The only things we had to keep us going were our wish for survival and our desire for revenge on all of humanity. That escalated quickly. I see. That's what happened when I came across you. Holy ground, toe. Oh yeah, that was a big help. Just look how big and strong it helped me grow. Quite. Maybe I overgrew a little too meowch. Oh well, I still need to expand my forces anyway. And with the Holy Grail, our world domination is all but assured. I'm going to cover all the world with the true cacao trees and turn the world into paradise on earth. Cacao? I thought you'd have a stronger reaction than that. That honestly sounds like a bit of a stretch. Agreed, a good dramatic twist is one thing, but that was just absurd. It's like we were watching a melodrama that suddenly morphed into psychological horror. Everyone's a critic. Fiamboromas, visitors from across the sea. I sympathize with the suffering you've experienced at the human hands. I really do. That's why I extend a hand to help you. But what you saw isn't a representative of what all humans are. As long as there are humans who love nature and do their best to coexist with it peacefully, I, Mananan McLear, will continue to do everything in my power to protect them. Oh yeah, I guess you do have a point. But it's too late. Any hope we had to coexistence is long gone. You Guardians of Humanity want to keep this world safe. You have to cut down every last one of us. Go nuts. Oh boy. Valentine's events are so wacky for fate. It's gonna be a fight, and it looks like they've got numbers on us in a big way. And if that wasn't bad enough, our enemies are cheat spirit origins that copied our power. I don't know how far we'll be able to go against monsters like this. Don't be ridiculous, Bazette. This is the part where you're supposed to say so they've outnumbered us? Good, that makes it a fair fight. Stray. I certainly know I won't be satisfied until I've taken care of those pale imitations of me with my own two hands. As for you two, would you mind taking care of the animal? Stray, you're not planning on taking those monsters on by yourself, right? Because I have every intention of taking them out by your side. Fighting them by your side, really. Of course not. I was counting on your help right from the start, Medusa. Ooh, neck. Alright, Bazette, it seems we have a job of our own. Shall we get going? Must defeat the Theobromine. No matter what it takes. Are you ready? Of course. Just make sure you don't get in my way, Manana McLear. Oh my, aren't you just brimming with confidence? I'm counting on you to possess Manana. So once you've defeated that thing and the singularity is repaired, my bodyguard job will officially be over. But I don't plan on staying unemployed long. Once I'm done here, I plan on taking a job at Chaldea next. Sound good? Sure. Alright, Envoy of Nature, let's settle this once and for all. Envoy, same difference. Ooh, that's my leg asleep. Yeah, my leg fell asleep. Ooh. Now it's tingling. Excuse me. Excuse me. Doop. And boop bop boop. Rulers. Hey, there was only 2 ruler shadows initially. Why is there 3 fight? Fight healthiest one with a sorry, change from a stray. That was getting a bit repetitive. B A Q. More strays. Bop. And then we do a little something like dish, dish, dish.
あなたの罪を計りましょう。我が宝石庫はこの夜空。あなたの罪はこの星の数。クッとするこうかしら。もはや通じ合えぬ。もはや分かり合えぬ。こうかしら。
Now we do that, and defeat the Theombroma defeated. Doop dum doop.
そうしますの。裁定を下します。これはあなたの善の軽さ、そしてあなたの罪の重さ。クストス。ささやか。光よ。 光よ。
you. It's in the J.
突破します。光よ。今回はうまくいきました。
I should probably check where I'm at with those. Ooh, Castoria is now rank B, buddy. Can't get rid of me that easily. It's jumping from branch to branch. It's like fighting a damn monkey. I do have to admit, the situation is far from perfect. So I think I'll try my luck again later. As long as I've got the Holy Grail, I can put down roots anywhere, anytime. Farewell until we meet again. Huh? Who threw that Nabakam bow at my back? I don't know what that is. Sorry about that. I get the whole revenge thing. Really, I do, but I think you've taken things far enough, Tiger Lady. I'd say you've gone overboard. Not heard enough gossip amongst the other clans lately. Brutal. Sure, it's fine if I back once you're attacked, but disrupting the ecosystem is a bit much. What'd you think? Curse you, opportunistic Flora. Hey, what'd you expect? They're plants. If they didn't jump at sunny opportunities, they'd never get to photosynthesize. What's that got to do with anything? Damn it. Alright, now that it's come to this, I'll just take all the magical energy I've stored up in this bodacious body and use it to blow it up. Yeah. Shine bright, my sunshine. Keep that sweet motivation coming. No. Now, Bazette. Don't have to tell me. Time to go back to nature. Great. Cacao. Claw. Explosion! Heed my call. Answerer. Sword of Reverse Light. Fraga. Rock! Not really, I'm gonna die. But remember this, humans, even if you defeat me, there'll be a second me. And a third. And make sure you don't overwater your plants. It'll give them terrible root rot. Oh my. Is that it? It was anticlimactic. What a way to pass judgment on them, Lady Justice. And it seems those two came through too. Hey look, the last of the Ambroma tree is collapsing. Is it really the last one, though? It's over. At long last, this minute singularity will go away. Wait, you there? Me? Oh, yep, good work. Nice job all around. I see, thank you. We couldn't have done it without your help. But who exactly are you? You're standing right in front of me, and I can't really make your face out all that well. Oh yeah, well yeah, of course you can't. That's usually how it goes when you don't know someone. And I am no one of consequence. It's better if we say goodbye without you learning about me. But you saved us, and not just once, but many, many times. I mean, I can't remember it clearly, but I really feel like it's true. Bah, that's a stretch. Once, maybe twice tops. It's not really a big deal. The most I did was give you a little nudge. Even this was just me pitching in on a whim. Just relax, yeah? I mean, who wouldn't help a drowning kid, you know? Anyway, this is no good. Hooded Huckster is going to take his leave now. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed yourself. Wait. Who in the world was that? I've never met him before. I shouldn't know anything about him. So then why do I... Is it the angriest of mangoes, perhaps? Bazette Mananan. Soul, is it over? Is there a grail? That's the question. No, it isn't. That tree didn't have the Holy Grail either. It seems this minute singularity has not yet reached its end. Dun, dun, dun. We kind of knew that was going to come. But we've unlocked the bronze, silver, and gold currency nodes from these 3 story segments. The next one will not unlock for a little bit yet, so I think this is going to be where I call today's stream. Wednesday, I should come back for more. I'm going to be doing off-stream farming in the meantime. So yeah, for now, I've been Solar Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for you all to enjoy. But once again, I thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed, and have a fantastic evening, everybody.